Okay guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. Just going to tell you a wee fly called the Ness C. That's the wee pattern there. Now, all we're going to do differently here is, usually on this fly the tail is bucktail. We're just going to use Arctic runner and some squirrel to create that. Now, the hook and the vise is a partridge patriot double in size 10. We're going to start tying the fly with a glow bright floss in shade number 15 in this purple. Right, hold on, before we get started, get the glasses on, because I'll not be able to see a thing without them. Just found them again after losing them. Now I'm just going to come in behind the eye of the hook, run on a few mil of the floss, and remove the waist tag of the floss. Now the tag and the rib of the fly is going to be an oval silver tinsel, and this is an oval silver tinsel in size 14. It's a Vineyards. Then I'm just going to run the floss down and home sort of way in line with the points of the hooks. Then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of our silver tinsel, or oval silver, then catch it in underneath. Now just keeping it in underneath, just run this up the length of the body. Then we're going to fold this back for a rib. Just work the floss back down. Now the tail, like I say, this is it here. So it's yellow and orange Arctic runner, and then some grey squirrel that has been dyed a lovely deep purple. Now we're just going to offer this up to the hook, and we just want it sort of way, we're in about a length and a half of the hook. It's going to be enough for me. If you like it longer or shorter, you tie it the way it suits you, the way you like to fish the fly. Happy enough with that. At this point I'm just going to come in and lift the excess, take it away in a bit of a tapered cut. Just a wee fibre around here, just take this away. Now, into the tail, I'm going to put some flesh in. This is just the last of this wee hank that I have. This is the UV crystal flesh. It's the micro stuff. Just going to offer that up into the tail. Around with a pinching loop, then another turn to hold. Fold the excess back. A couple of turns back up over the top. Now I'm going to leave it all in. I'm just going to come in and just trim it just slightly longer than the tail itself. The rear body is going to be a large Opal Mirage tinsel. So I'm just going to get a length of this off. You could use a lurex or a pearl tinsel, whatever you have. You don't have to use what I'm using. Now, just going to work the floss up, sort of away the first part of the body. Then we're going to come around with our Opal Mirage, a nice tight turn going at the back, at the tail, and then just overlapping turns of the Opal Mirage tinsel. Follow that around with your thread, come in, trim away the waist tag. I'm just going to work the floss on up the next part of the body, because that's the front part of the body is the glow bright floss and number 15. Then I'm just going to come in and throw in a nice tight whip finish there, just tidying that bit of the body up at the same time, the front, and trim that away. Then we can before we bring up our rib, getting ahead of myself, I'm going to uni thread 80 and fire orange just to tie the rest of the fly. We're just going to come in at the head, remove the waist tag, come up with a rib, and you're looking 4 turns up the body of the oval silver tinsel. Basically 2 onto the Opal Mirage, and then a turn on to couple of turns on to the floss part of the body. Catch that in, come in, trim away the excess. Now Next hackle, there's two hackles at the front just, and this is a through the cape. This is a Chinese cock cape, dyed fluorescent yellow. Just going to catch this in at the tip, 2 turns, fold the tip back, tie up over the top, come in and locate the tip, you can break that away. Just going to come in with my scissors, stroke the scissors up the stem of the hackle, and then do 1 turn in front of the other. Now the next hackle in front of this is going to be a bodger, this orange bodger hackle, and if it was two sort of way cock hackles, meaning straight through Chinese cock hackles, will be winding these on together the way you would do if you were tying the cascade. Now just going to tighten up on those, but I just want to have a space between the two of them. That's why I'm tying them on separately, so that I see the bodger. Now just tighten up here on that. All you're doing is just getting a bit of thread down there at the front. Now we're just going to come in with our bodger hackle, dyed orange, and we're just going to do the same thing. Just going to stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. It's your tying in point. After this, up to the hook, we'll come around with a couple of turns. Going to fold the tip back, bring my thread back up over the tip and the hackle itself. Come in and locate the tip, you can break it away. I'm going to come back in with my scissors, just stroking it up the stem of the hackle, and then we're just doing 1 turn in front of the other. Now just excuse my fingers here, I have put the hackle on. I'm only doing 2 turns of the bodger hackle at the front. It's going to do me there. I'm going to follow this around with my thread, just catching the stem of the hackle in on the top of the hook shank rather than underneath. Just come in these pair of sharp scissors, trim away the stem of the hackle. Now there's no jungle cock on this fly, guys. That's not to say that you can't put it on. You can put it on if you wish, it's up to you. And I'm just going to build up my head here now, because I'm not going to put any on this wee fly. I just want to be mindful that, you know, I'm doing these videos, that not everybody has the means to purchase jungle cock, and when you're starting off tying flies, there's probably more important materials to buy rather than just buying jungle cock. Now I'm happy enough with that, so I'm just going to come in with my whip finishing tool and throw in a whip finish. Pull the thread nice and tight. Come in, trim away our tying thread. Now, I'm going to wee look at the fly, see what way we're sitting. It's looking grand. Now I'm just going to come in on the head first. Now if you're going to use this gear, just don't want this touching your hackles. This is just super glue. Just onto the head. And the super glue that I'm using here is the Loctite super glue, just right the whole way right round. And then once that dries, guys, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal up the super glue, give it a nice bright shiny head. But there you go, folks, that's the Ness C, and all we've done is just sort of changed out the tail at the back to more mobile fibres. So look, tie a few of those up. Hopefully you can catch a few fish. As always, guys, many thanks for taking the time to tune in to view the video. I know people are busy, so thank you very much. If you like the wee videos I'm putting together and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, helps the wee channel out, it helps grow. And until next time, folks, please stay safe and tight lines.